On everybody. Didn't know the camera was flipped this way. We'll do a little filming like this. It's a little easier. Got a new teepee here. Built around this big dead log. Featured it before. There's another giant tree like this that's down on the way in, blocking a side trail. One of these little dirt paths that people walk on, but it was windy a month or so ago. So it probably knocked that huge daddy over, but they're just standing dead trees at times. I'll get a good perspective of this for you. Hey, brown dwarf, nice to see you, sir. I saw you fishing the other day, bro. I'm a fisherman myself. Pretty cool stuff. Wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors, my friend. Just hanging out, taking a chill day. Made some money yesterday, hustling. Yeah, this is one of my spots, bro. So I just come and see what they do. I haven't been here for a couple months. This is the area where I filmed one at night in the structure. Just this way, a little bit closer to the road. And same area that they're building here. Thank you, sir. So yeah, cool little build. Take you to the inside. You know, just they probably got frustrated because it looks like they've rangers came down and chopped down over here. They build right through here, and they cut down a big branch that they used to like as a wall for part of their structure. But I can already see them over there playing with the stuff. They're putting logs up, and they're going to be rebuilding pretty soon over there. But the teepee was the feature presentation. Yeah, it's not a bad structure, I think. It's pretty solid, you know what I mean? It's boom, it's obvious what it is. That thing I saw, man, I was thinking, I was over here and I was like, man, he was almost as big as me, that thing I filmed. You know, I'm like 5'8", 200 pounds, and I saw that thing. I don't know what it weighed in the dark, but I was like, he's pretty big for a juvenile, you know? Give you a run for your money. I don't know if you know this or not, brown dwarf, but or anybody else watching this, I saw a juvenile last month at night, and it was like pretty startling. I mean, it was only like as far away as that teepee is to me right now. It was like boom, right there on the ground on all fours, and it was at my house. It was scary. I talk about it on the Unscripted podcast. I just uploaded episode 10. So yeah, this is active at night, man. It's along the river, and they come and they do their thing and build. So I didn't have to go too far on this one. I wanted to just come see what was going on over here, and obviously the rangers had like chopped some stuff up. You'll see there's some people gonna walk through the frame. There's you know, a lot of people that hike through here in the day. There's paths and stuff. But there's cryptid sightings all over here. JC Johnson did the Lakewood Lichen video. That's around these parts. I was at a place the other day and I thought, geez, I'm thinking about that encounter and that experience and the drawings the guy did and everything. I'm like, this could be the place, because it butted right up to the green belt and had a big metal fence around it, just like the guy described. And he couldn't believe the creature jumped over this fence because it was like 6 feet tall, and it's a pretty amazing encounter. But yeah, I was just like reliving it as I was at this place the other day, gated community. You can hear the planes overhead. This is a real peaceful place though, along the green belt. It's nice to like get away from the city, you know, and just come and hang. Look at all the bark removal here. See all the bark's been all peeled off, you know, for construction, you know, of this or whatever else they're doing, or maybe they just ripped it off, but it looks like it all freshly fell. Kind of weird. This tree's been down for years, so. But, you know, they're, like I said, standing dead almost. Little life at the tip, but if you're a homeowner and you got something like that on your property, you're going to remove it pretty quick. So it's like out here, it's could be a widow maker, you know, but usually they go down in the windstorms, so no biggie. Just me and you, Dwarf. You got your own private show, bro. Nice to hang with you though, dude. Super chill. I'll take you you over here and show you where else they build. You can see like they're already putting sticks up over here, kind of organizing, but this has been down for a little while. I wonder if they started to rebuild, because this is a fresh cut, so they might have started to rebuild on this, and then they came back and said no, chop that too. Oh, I think it's this piece here, but that's a fresh cut, fresher than all the other stuff under it, because they did come down and knock it all down months ago. But yeah, I just felt like going live, doing a vid, seeing who's out there. It's a Monday, so I know, man, people are on the grind, you know. Oh, look at this hanging. Oh, they busted it, but it is dangling. Pretty cool. Little signatures, you know how they do. You know how they do. Yeah, super good spot, man. Oh, you don't have my number? Dude, you can email me at bigfootbusiness81@yahoo. That's my like, you know, my Bigfoot email. And just email me on that, brother, and I'll get a hold of you. We can chit chat, or if you want to come on the podcast, Dwarf. No joke. I'm not making money, bro. I'm just doing promotion and doing my thing and being me. And if it flies, it flies. But I'm proud of what I've made so far. And we're on episode 10 and running, 11 and running, whatever it is. So, but yeah, dude, Bigfootbusiness81@yahoo. Appreciate you listening, brother. But yeah, look forward to contact, man. You're one of the coolest heads out there. So, yeah, dude. We'll talk. We don't put personal business out there for everybody to know, except we know each other. And I've never met you, brother. We just know each other through the internet, and I don't Facebook. So Brown Dwarf and I are like the Sasquatch on the two hilltops who yell at each other and wave to each other and acknowledge each other, but who've never met. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, brother. Much respect to you. I love what you do. I love your evidence. I love your experiences, man. You're one of the best, and you got me inspired, you know, when I was watching everybody else do it. So it's like an art, Sasquatching. You really have to look at it like that. It's interpretation, you know. It's like doing a nature documentary. It's like different aspects of it, the breakdown, the cinematography, the photography, the social aspect, the production aspect, the editing. A lot of it goes into bringing it to the public. People got to realize that it is an art form, but people love it. They eat it up. So yeah, this is just one of their spots, people, and it's close to civilization. Dwarf knows you can park. I guarantee you know, brother. You can park on the road. You can just park on the road and go in for a hike, and they know where people go. They want you to see this stuff. They could easily, I mean, imagine you see like Planet of the Apes, the movie, and they go to like where all the apes are living. Ooh, there's a snake. Hello, little friend. We don't want to hurt him. He's a baby. They go to where the apes live, and they have these huge, vast, you know, stick structures and castles that they've built out of sticks. And it's like, or is it the complete opposite? Are they so simple that when they build something, it might be more so for whatever reason? But I've seen some intricate Sasquatch structures, don't get me wrong. And when you're out in the woods deep and you come across something like that, it actually is intimidating. When you're close to society and you find something like this, you say, oh, this is really cool. I wonder who built this. And it doesn't go too much further. But if you are out in the woods, deep, mile in, 2 miles in, doesn't even matter, half a mile, when you're so far that you're like, there's no noise, there's no people, there's no trail. What did I just come upon? It is a little intimidating. But this is a really cool structure. Sometimes you look for like the subtle things about a structure. They might exemplify something, a knot, something that looks like something else. I've seen a lot of that. You know, it could be my mind doing pareidolia, but in a sense, I don't think so. Because I've just found too many strange things that are just like exemplified that makes you wonder. But the beauty of Mother Nature and the art of Mother Nature is so beautiful in itself. I'm all into petrified wood, right? So imagine that turning to stone. I love to think that. I love trees, but I love nature and the art, the creation of nature. How like you can take a piece of driftwood and see a face or a shape in it and carve it. Yeah, I'm just talking to the world, brother. But I feel you with me, man. Just saying, if I said any inadvertent things like about making money, yeah, I know it ain't even about that. I'm just saying, some people are, you know, you chase one thing and you get what you get, you know. It's a lot of burden. I like to be burden free in my life. I like to choose my battles. I like to fight the fights that I'm gonna win, and I like to put myself, you know, always striving and achieving like a staircase, moving ever forward. I don't want great achievements and great losses. Some people thrive on that. I don't want to suffer. I like to keep everything peace mode, keep it real balanced, you know. And the greatness will come with that. Just the legacy is what we're leaving with the videos, with the finding of these things, you know. You say the name brown dwarf, people in the community know who you're talking about and what you're talking about, because your beach structures, brother, are my favorite. My favorite finds ever. I mean, I've got my own stuff at the lake that I think is amazing, but the beach stuff tickles me to no end. I'd love to be up in your neck of the woods, dude. My partner was talking about Beachfoot, and I don't know if I'll ever make it up there or not, but it would be cool to get around and to see the Pacific Northwest. I love some good seafood. I know you're a little, I think you might be in a different part of Cali. I don't even remember, but I just can't think of it right now, honestly. It's a big state. People forget that. It goes from the, you know, the border all the way up almost to the other border. California is an amazing geographical feature in itself. Yeah, these guys are good builders, brother, and they always build here. But thank you. I've found some good stuff. And like I said, I just kept checking the map and finding my spots till you know where they build stuff. I like the stuff I found in the mud, man, my footprints. That's some of my favorite stuff. Look at this stick hanging. Busted, stucked. It ain't, oh, it is in there just a little ways. Oh yeah, for show. That's right. I didn't want to blow up your spot in case you didn't want everybody knowing. But yeah, man, signature move right there, bro. Somebody was just showing me a picture of like a stick in a stump, and there was there's going to be a story behind that, maybe even on the podcast, because I had a relating story where I found a stick like that shoved in a stump one day, and I go home and upload my YouTube, or I upload my video, and I go to my subscriptions, and Kelly Shaw uploaded a video, and he's like, yesterday I found this. And I'm like, dude, yesterday I found the exact same feature. He found a stick in a stump like that on the Grand Mesa that he was noting. And I used to go to the Grand Mesa and go fishing. There's over 300 lakes up there, man. It is a fisherman's dream on the Grand Mesa. There's one lake called Island Lake I would go to. I would be in complete solitude, and I would be like, whoa. I'd be like, don't go to the other side of this lake. I'm too scared. I'm gonna stay on the side where the car is. Like, it was that scary of a place. Like, missing 411 shit. Like, I'm telling you, it was freaky. There would never be anybody there. I went there one time with my buddy Jason in college, but otherwise I'd go there myself and go fishing, and I'd just be like, man, this place is so crazy. It's set way down from the road. The highway just goes around it. You just got to pull off and like walk down to this place. Super deep lake. It's all volcanic up there. The Grand Mesa in Colorado is the largest flat top mesa in the country. It's an old volcano that exploded and blew its top off. It's an amazing geographical feature on the map, and a Sasquatcher's paradise at that. I never considered Sasquatch back in those days. I had a friend that told me a story about going out there, and he says, I'm going to do a vision quest. This is when he was younger. I was in my 20s and he was in his 30s. Good friend of mine that I met. We were like spiritual brothers. And he says, I went out there by myself to do this vision quest, test my courage, like a Native American kind of spiritual thing for him. And he went out there, he says something was sniffing his tent at night. And he was creeped out. He's like, it was grunting and it was out there. And he says, oh yeah, I think it was a mountain lion. I said, it doesn't sound like a mountain lion to me. And he's like, well, I don't know what else it could have been. But, Bigfoot did kind of come up, but we jokingly said it like I wasn't into the reality of Bigfoot then. But I'm sure he wasn't a denier. I think he didn't want to really go there with the experience, and he wanted to keep it at that. But looking back, it's like very well could have been something of that nature. What's up, Spark? Shoot, man, you want to come out to Colorado, bro? Have you anytime. Bradwick. Thanks for making your presence known, dude. Sorry I missed that. I don't know if you're still on. Wanted to give you a live shout out, but good dude right there, man. Some good thinkers in the Sasquatch community. We've got some on here today for sure. How's the weather over there in North Carolina Parkway? I'm gonna get at you, bro. Like today. Just had to make a pit stop. Get one with nature, We talked about it. It's a nice day though, man. Monday, so it's not overwhelming with people. But beautiful day, breezy. Open spaces. That's all it takes for the cryptids to be happy, I guess. I don't know where they are. In this greenbelt one time, I'll tell you another story. I was searching every bench of trees, man. I'm not kidding. The first year or two I did this, I would just come. I'm like, okay, searching, looking, here, all here, everywhere, here, boom, 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 everywhere. Look through here, look through here, look through here, look through here, boom, 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 all down the river, under the river, on the other side, everything. I'm just telling you, thorough as a damn bloodhound. One day I'm walking from bench of trees to bench of trees, and it happened within sight of this lake. I think it was on the other side of this grove of trees out in the field. So I'm walking from every bench of trees where nobody goes, because I'm like, they're not going to be sitting right next to the trail. I'm like, they're going to be over through the grassy fields and areas of trees where nobody is. Like, they're hiding. They're in tunnels under the ground in the conduits. I'm like looking everywhere. I'm convinced they're in the trees. I'm looking everywhere. I go from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. I go to the last one. I walk in one side of it, and out the other side I hear something walking, and I'm like, what? I'm like, where is it? I'm like, it's right there. I can hear it. I can hear it. And it's just walking. It's just walking away from me. And there's people over here. There's people here. I'm like going like this. I'm like, what in the hell? I'm like, what? I'm like, I hear something. And I swear to God, I heard like distinctive footsteps, saw nothing, should have been able to see. Can't explain that story, but that's a true story. My brother fell off a roof the other day, but he's gonna be okay. I don't want to test fate, but I think I got better luck than him at things. A lot of bark ripped off here. Feel like the Squatch up here though. What's up, people? Squatching. Just enjoying the structure, enjoying nature. Thought I'd do a live stream since I found something cool. Feeling happy, it's a good day. Just like walking out here, had a huge smile on my face. Everybody was smiling and waving at me. It was super weird, but my energy was like, like off the charts. So just had to friggin' be cool today. Ooh, there we go. That's my shadow. Yep. Let me check the live chat. Yeah, he thought he was hurt. I don't know if they did an MRI or what, but hopefully he's good. Yeah, man, beautiful weather today. You know what that wind means, though? They're just rolling in the bad shit. But life is a cycle. Above and below, yin and yang. The up and the down. The random piece of bark. You never know what you're gonna get with life. You just gotta keep your eyes peeled, you know? Damn, talk about a widowmaker, though. That shit falls on you right there, you're done. You don't want to be out here on a friggin' windy day, man. No joke, you wouldn't hear it coming. That's not a joke. Be aware of that when you're in the woods, seriously, especially when there's decrepit trees around. You got to be able to recognize that. A good sign is right there that they're on the ground already. But I used to fish this creek a little bit. It's getting kind of dirty, getting a little stinky at times, but the water was running so good the other day. I'm like, should I go buy a fishing license? I'm like, man, I wouldn't mind just pulling like 5 or 6, 7 fish out, walking the river real quick, and then giving them a break, you know? It's been a minute, so I used to love to fish, man. I don't do it that much. Yeah, you definitely can get really high in Colorado, man. Did you see that video I did? I was up on this mountain the other day and I did a time lapse all the way down. It was pretty cool. It was the windiest video. It wasn't that good because the time lapse, it was like just snaking the whole time, but it's only 30 seconds of your life. It's worth it. Oh, man. Yeah, like I said, leave your legacy. Do your thing, people. You know how it is. You know how it is. Yeah, but life is good, man. Life is good. I'm glad you guys could come join me and experience the teepee. It's a good build, you know. Stick frame with the bark exterior, I guess you'd call it. I'm not sure. Didn't use stucco. It's all gravity. Pretty good. Pretty good. What's the purpose, though? Theories? Suggestions? Anyone? Why would they build this is the question. And why didn't I think about taking pictures until right now? You gotta remember that. Keep thinking about the three-toed whatever. Who's out there with 3 toes? I was thinking about that yesterday, and then I just saw that again. It made me think of it. sometimes a track doesn't always have all of the toe impressions. You have to realize that people jump to conclusions when tracking. And even I've had possible false assertions on Bigfoot tracks that I'm pretty sure is a Bigfoot track, but I'm like, God, could it be a toddler? Just at one spot where they don't leave a lot of footprints and they purposefully, there's places where I know they don't care, but there's one spot that's really close to the road, and the forest comes right down by the highway at this parking lot, and I always find their evidence, but I found footprints there. I wonder if at that spot it was a toddler or not. It's hard to tell when they don't have a long trackway. They're not leaving that arch. When they just leave a partial and accidental sometimes, and you're finding little ones, they're kind of mistakes. It's hard to judge them. And the mud is really hard at that place. It's like clay, so they barely sink in. But I've found so many prints. I mean, they're out there, man. They're definitely out there. I remember when I started, and I would be out in the deep forest, like in conifer, evergreen, and you'd find where they run on all fours, and their hand would hit like a knuckle, and the front foot, just like from the toe to the first pad kind or whatever, would hit, and they'd be running like gorillas almost across the side of the slope of this, it's a really steep mountain, but they're running across it like that. And that's kind of how naturally you would imagine them doing it, because they're not on flat ground, so they can't get down and break, and then they're not like walking upright, so then they'd be down like that, like knuckle running kind of. But when the evidence matches the terrain, I even thought I found a print outside when I saw the juvenile the other night in the sand. It's pretty good. I got it on video, and it looked just like that, where the hand came down. Dude, when I saw that little Sasquatch, when I saw the baby outside, I came back the next day, and there was a mouse on the driveway, dead, with like a little poop in his butt. No bite marks or nothing on it. Like, I think it left me a gift. Should hear the Unscripted podcast. It's pretty good. I tell the story, but I also like made a video about it on YouTube. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it would be cool if they did build like this, huh, in North Carolina. I think they don't want to give their spots away, Parkway. Hike like mile and a half, 2 miles up, dude. It gets excruciating after like a half mile of hiking up something that freaking steep. You're like, oh my God, I'm clinging on to stuff sometimes to get to places. But there's like, Colorado's weird. You go up and then there's benches. You go up and there's benches. You go up and there's benches. So you just got to attack the terrain the right way. But those Bigfoots are masters of the terrain. They already know which way to go about it to beat you and defeat you, and they're ahead of you, going the shortest route, the least exerting route. They know how to play chess, man. Let's put it that way. They know this field very well. Yeah, this is a good teepee, though. I'm gonna probably have to get on with my day, fellas. I got a interview to do for the Unscripted podcast at 4 o'clock, and I still have to do a couple things and get her done before it's time to do it. So on that note, I'm gonna wish everybody well, and thank you for watching. Thank you for being live if you caught it. Thanks, Bradwick Parkway. Going through the list here, Dwarf. Appreciate everybody checking it out. Making sure I didn't miss your comments. What's up, Gaming with Bun Shan? Thank you for enjoying the Sasquatch structures. All right, everybody. Until next time. Love you, Parkway. Love you, Dwarf. Take care, Bradwick. See ya.